one, guys, a huge one. Guys will be guys, little boys will be little boys. So they're gonna get bumps and bruises. But we can, as parents and as teachers, educators, we can know the difference between a fall off the monkey bars or whether someone put that there. So we want to be very careful when we're watching up our kids and we're putting our kids to bed. We want to always check your children for unexplained marks. There may be contusion and bruises in upper extremities when it comes to across the ribs or on the top arms, and just places that you wouldn't normally get a scrape. We normally get scrapes that are on our lower bodies as boys, whether it's jumping off the monkey bars or whether it's pushing each other down. They must have come on the lower legs and the knees and the elbows and stuff like that. So I wouldn't have a scar here from falling or something like that. I wouldn't have a scar in between my left thigh or on my ribs or something, a bruise. That wouldn't be there. So let's check for that. 5, asking to bring his lunch, his or her lunch to school. It's an indication that the bully may be demanding certain things. That may be an indication. It's not that they want to particularly take that to lunch, but that bully may say, hey, I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Your mom, you better get that tomorrow or it's going to be some problems. So look at that. The bully may be taking the lunch and the bully may be taking the lunch money. Number 6 is sudden mood changes. They just want to make it through the day and arrive back at home. Home, however, as a way of releasing the stress, his emotions are like a wild roller coaster ride, meaning they're going up and down. He's this way one minute, he's here the next minute. Could be terrible signs that your child may be being bullied at school, and it's not just a behavioral issue. So that is the cause because they don't know which way to turn. It's here in the morning, the bully comes, and then I'm here, then I'm fine, and the bully comes and messes with me again. So that it has a variation of things that could be going on. And then it's a change in the sleeping or eating habits. The trauma of being bullied can cause a child to lose his appetite or become binge eating or whatnot, and experience sleepless nights. We all understand, what that is. Nightmares are certainly something to be looked at when we're talking about kids being bullied. And when you don't normally have nightmares and now they all of a sudden having nightmares, that's a big indicator that something is wrong. It may not be bullying, but something is wrong. Also, to pop on that list that is not on my top 7 list is domestic violence. This always plays a trigger in how we handle things. We all know that a child is going to be closer to one parent than he is to another. So therefore, when that one parent is being abused or whatnot, they're going to feel more emotionally detached. And they're going to feel like they can express themselves because the dominant parent, meaning the parent that I like the most, is in a vulnerable situation, so I don't know how to handle that. So therefore, they start to let other people pick on them because they think that is the way to go. So I just gave you your top 7 reasons, or 8, I should say, because I gave you one, that your child may be being bullied. Now the top 5 reasons that your child may be the bully. And this is a subject that most parents try to stay away from because how could my child be a bully because I didn't raise him like that? But oftentimes when you look back, you don't raise your child for 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day, your child is away with other spirits, other demonic actions. Your child is away from you for 8 hours a day. There's not a teacher there that's going to treat your child like you would treat your child, or chastise like you would treat your child. So there's certain things they're going to get away with, and certain people they're going to go along with that they wouldn't normally go along with at home. So your child can be a bully. The number 1 reason that I have is that bullying is about power and control. Children who are bullying others in school are feeling powerless or out of control. They feel unacknowledged. That's usually how it happens. So they start to make themselves feel good and make themselves feel in an authority role by bullying someone else. It is a good idea to check in with your child to see how they are feeling. Even if they have a hard time expressing themselves to you directly, pay attention to how they are communicating with you, how they're communicating with others, how well they're responding to others. Sometimes we don't understand that mechanism there, that sometimes kids respond in a very demonstrative way, and we think it's just kids being kids, but how kids respond to certain things can let you know that your child may be bullying others. Number two, bullies tend to lack empathy. One of the hardest things to do is to agree and support the idea that your child isn't unable to feel that they're hurting others, or is unable to feel emotions from doing something wrong. So that's always a sign that something's going on. Sometimes a simple example of put yourself in their shoes moments. You know, we used to get that. Put yourself in their shoes. Those moments there can sometimes snap a child back into place in that certain situation, but they have to be ongoing and not just a one-time thing. Number three, children who live in a chaotic home may be more prone to becoming bullied. Not all of them are. We're not saying that all of them are, but we are suggesting, and it has been proven by research that kids that come from a chaotic home or a domestic violence home are more likely to be bullies. Now, these kids may not have the appropriate outlet to express their feelings of pain or anger, so they take it out on other kids who are perceived to be weaker. That happens every day, folks. That happens in our workplace. So therefore, it can happen in our children at school. Number four, bullying may increase social status. So sometimes your child, if you notice that your child hasn't been hanging out with a certain group of people, or that your child starts to elevate in popularity, we need to check those things. We're not saying go at this as a negative thing, because sometimes it just may be your child just got popular. But oftentimes, those things lead to your child maybe becoming a bully. Many times the bully increases their social status among classmates as they dictate the social norms for others around them. So your child may be getting popular, but what is he doing to be getting popular in class? Is it that he's picking on other students in class, or is it that he's elevating his status in sports? Is it that he's picking on other people on the playground and pushing them down, and others think it's funny? Now they see him as a popular person. So we want to engage those questions and have those conversations with our children about what's going on. This is actually more common in females, prescribing the right clothing to wear or the latest haircut. This can especially be tough for classmates who may not be able to have the material things or what's in style for whatever social class they're in. So we get that a lot too. You don't have the shoes that I wear. You don't have the clothes that I wear. So therefore, you're not likable. You're not important. So when your child starts to develop that mentality as well, that can lead to them being bullies to other children. The last one is social media sites are easy outlets for bullies to exert their power. So your child spending a lot of time on the computer. We need to monitor that time, because these sites do provide a false sense of anonymous things that kids may post. So kids feel free to say anything they want, not realizing the impact of their words. There are instances when entire pages are created in order to defame and demoralize other individuals. Where did that come from, people? Where did that come from, people? We're doing that as adults. So children are picking these things up too to bully other people and other students. So not everything is far-fetched. Not everything